I think I would probably just start crying, to be honest. What is up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Libby. It's nice to have you. I haven't done a sit-down video in weeks, or pretty much all of my vlogs recently since I've moved. So I thought it would be nice to actually sit down and do a little video. And today I'm going to be answering your guys' assumptions, letting you guys know if you guys are accurate with your assumptions or if you're completely out of the park, like have no idea what you're talking about. And I asked you guys on Instagram to send them in this morning, and I'm just going to read some off. I haven't really looked at them too much. So we're gonna be going through this together. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you guys do wanna see. And also follow me on Instagram at Libby Christensen if you would like to be included in my next videos. So let us begin. You're going to get engaged soon. I have no idea. I don't know if that's up to me. I don't see it happening anytime soon. So it's nothing that I'm like looking forward to. Of course, when it does happen, I'll be excited, but it's not like I'm putting JJ under pressure to propose to me, because it's like when you know that that person's your person, you don't really feel that you need to, you know, solidify. I'm only 22, he's 24. We have so much life to live, and I know that's my person that I'm gonna go through life with. So I don't really know. You have immaculate grades and you're stupid smart. Listen, I had decent grades growing up through like middle school and high school. I was like a B student, I wanna say, and I have definitely maintained that. I don't love school. I didn't even really wanna go to community college, but I did, and I was going to be a physical therapy assistant, so that's why I have a background in anatomy and physiology, but I just don't love school, and here I am at a D1 university, supposed to graduate sometime soon. I have never really loved school like that, but I would say that I am smart, I'm educated. I went to really great schools. When I was younger, my parents put us in a district that had like a good school system, but I don't know, I feel like I'm like street smart. I am book smart, but it depends on the topic. Like if I'm not interested in it, you won't catch me trying to improve my grades about it pretty much, but that's just realistic. It's easy for you to always stay positive. So, I mean, I struggle with anxiety and depression every now and then, but I feel like there are some things that you go through life, especially like loss or grief. It makes you more appreciative of every single day, and you kind of see the positives in every situation. So I try to maintain that, because I mean, a bad day is still a luxury and tomorrow isn't guaranteed. You don't have a lot of struggles at the moment. I feel like a lot of struggles would be like too many things going on mentally, like, you know, just being stressed out about life. And just so much change has happened recently. I feel like I don't have a lot of the struggles that I used to have, but there's always those little like anxious thoughts that'll come into my head. But I would say that right now, I don't have a ton of struggles. Definitely not what I used to have in the past. You're super confident in who you are. I wanna say yes, I am pretty confident in who I am. I don't feel like I'm very normal or average, which is something that I like about myself. I'm very different. I'm very flamboyant and outgoing. But I think that's what makes me special, and I think that finding the confidence in who you are allows you to really grow as a person. So I would say I'm pretty confident in who I am. You reply to all your messages because you want us to know that you're not just another influencer. I didn't set out to just be an influencer, but I think that it's important to acknowledge the success that you get or the connections that you make, because I obviously wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't have you guys. But at the same time, if you guys are taking time out of your day to send me a message to make me feel like good that day, then I feel like it is important for me to try at least to respond back and return that favor. Sometimes it's just unattainable and it's not possible to reply to every single message, but I do my best to try to make that happen. You've always loved school and learning. Okay, so I feel like school is a different concept than learning. You learn in school, but I feel like there's a lot of things that you go through in life that allows you to learn more. I think the structure of school, it just sucks. I hated high school. I had really great friends, but at the same time, I did not like going to school because it was such a dungeon and such a place of like drama and all of this same kind of toxic energy going on. But I do appreciate the fact that I am able to learn every single day in different ways. I don't necessarily like pair those two together. School is a weird thing. Like, I'm not a huge fan of school, but I kind of got myself into going to a college, so I'm in it now. But I do really enjoy learning. I don't love school though. JJ is the little spoon more than you are. Yes, JJ has always been the little spoon ever since we were in community college. We shared a bed when we would like hang out together. So we were in an extra long twin size bed, and you guys know if you've been in like dorms how tiny that is. So imagine JJ's 6'3" ass and my little 5'8" ass just trying to lay on that bed. We've always like spooned, and I've always been the big spoon. Even in our king size bed now, I'm still the big spoon. You fought damn hard in life to be as successful as you are. Nothing fell in your lap. I would agree with this. If you guys don't know my whole backstory, basically my twin sister and I, we were adopted when we were 3 days old. We were born opioid addicted babies. And for me, I never wanted to be a statistic. I didn't want to fall into the same, you know, life or path that my biological mom did. And I was never really set up to do super well. My parents did absolutely everything that they could, got all the doctors and help that we needed to really operate as young individuals and young babies. When we were going to school when we were younger, I remember my mom telling me, we have fetal alcohol syndrome. If you guys haven't heard of that, it really affects the neurons in your brain, and it doesn't really create those highways that you need, especially when you are an opioid addicted baby or a baby with fetal alcohol syndrome. You really just go through a lot trying to develop properly. And I remember my mom told me that the worst thing that she had ever seen in her life was her little babies going through withdrawal, and there was nothing that she could do about it. So knowing that I struggled so hard as a baby without even realizing it at that time, I never wanted to fall into the trap or allow my life to get so bad or to be so lost that I wouldn't be able to find myself. So I do work really hard to, you know, be better than the circumstances or the life that I was born into. I want to say that a lot I did have to work for. I don't think a lot fell into my lap at all. I think that everything does come from hard work, and I'm very proud of where I am today. You're a fire zodiac sign. I'm actually an Aquarius, so I am an air sign. You'll stay in your lane until someone crosses one of your friends or family members because you're a loyal one. I would say that this is true. I do stay in my lane, honestly. But if you're going to say something or do something to hurt me or the people that I love, I have no problem like addressing that issue, and I don't have a problem with confrontation when something is wrong that I feel. But for the most part, I do stay in my lane. I don't really like to have drama or anything like that, but don't wrong me or the people in my life and we won't have a problem. You don't take disrespect. I used to be a doormat, okay? I used to let people walk all over me, say whatever they wanted to say, do whatever they wanted to do. And then there came a time in my life where I was like, you know what? I'm not worthy of those things. And I just really didn't start taking any disrespect. So I think that that is accurate. You're an extrovert. Yes, I can walk up to a random stranger and become best friends with them. I just love interacting with people and connecting with new people, learning about people. Your parents are very wealthy. I feel like this is the question that everybody gets, or the assumption that everyone gets on these videos, but no. And I can't even say like I came from money at all, actually. My mom has been sick since I was like 5 years old. She has a plethora of different illnesses, ailments, and diseases that prevent her of really living her life to the fullest extent. So that is a big change that happened in my life. I don't know what my life was like prior to being 5 years old. I obviously was a toddler or a young kid. When I was growing up, we really didn't have money at all because my mom was sick. And when I was 14 years old, I started working for myself, and I've always provided for myself since then. It's been very difficult at times, but I've never been the type to really ask my parents for money, especially because I know that their circumstance was not the type where they could give anything to us. My parents definitely are not wealthy. We did not come from money at all. I would say that we did struggle, and my parents hid it from us very well when we were younger because I didn't realize how bad our financial situation really was. So it's always been in me to, you know, just provide for myself and do better than I ever could have had. My parents did their absolute best for providing for us, and I think that we lived a very wonderful life. And I would say that the school district that I grew up in was, everyone around me had money, and you could tell. But that didn't really stop me from, you know, being myself and enjoying life and being thankful for what I had. But no, I did not come from money. You don't love to eat junk and hate fast food. Incorrect. I will eat some junk food, okay? I love me some junk food, anything. I have the world's largest sweet tooth and I can't help it, but I don't hate fast food. I don't love to eat fast food though, but I will eat it. I'm not just like opposed to it. If it's a thing, I'll probably get it. You've always been skinny. I've always been very slender. I have always had very little body fat, and I think that's part of my genetics and also just part of being an athlete my entire life. You're a waxer, not a shaver. I'm a shaver. I've never been waxed except for my eyebrows, and they need to be done now, but I usually get them threaded. When I got my eyebrows waxed, the last time I got them waxed, the woman pulled off my skin, so I said, never again. Nope, not happening. You partied a lot in the past. No. I have never been a partier. I don't know how to interact with people at parties or get-togethers like that. Never really been into like the college lifestyle, and I think that's why I do online school and I'm happy with it. I never really saw myself being that kind of person in school or anything. You dislike / never drink or do drugs. I don't do drugs at all. I feel like maybe part of the fact that I came from an environment where drugs and alcohol was abused, I just never really had that like desire in my life. I don't just dislike drinking, I just don't drink regularly because I feel like it takes me too long to actually get drunk, and then at that point I hate the flavor of alcohol. I will drink wine every now and then, but I'm really not the type to be like, let's go crazy. I'll take a few shots of tequila every now and then, but I can't even tell you like mixed drinks. That's how much I don't know, or I guess don't care to drink. I'll just tell my friends like, oh, I'll just get whatever you're getting if we go to like a restaurant or something, which is very rare, honestly. You're sarcastic. I'm definitely sarcastic. I have very dry and crude humor. I'm not gonna lie, but that's definitely from my parents because my parents have the same kind of humor as me. My dad is hilarious. My mom is so funny. I don't know, they are some comical people. You have a naturally high metabolism and don't track your eating. This is accurate. Both of those statements are definitely true. You take no shit from anyone. Once someone wrongs you, you cut ties. This is accurate. I don't have time to please people because I've done it so much in the past. I was such a doormat, and now at this point, it's like, you got a couple tries, and if it's just not gonna work out, I can probably feel it from the beginning, and it's just best for me to cut ties completely for my own mental health and for just like both of us, I suppose. You're not as organized as you seem on Insta. I feel like my life is crazy, but I do try to be organized. Like, if you go look in my bathroom, it's still organized. If you look in my cabinets, it's organized. That's just kind of the way that I like to live, is like very organized. There was no transition stage for your curly hair. It's never been damaged. Oh my gosh, this could not be further from the truth. Ever since I was in 6th grade, I was straightening my hair to death, like actually frying my hair. It was absolutely disgusting, and then I bleached it. It was just tragic. I had the worst hair, and the journey to my natural curly hair has been such a long one, but such a journey that I've learned a lot in and that I'm thankful for. But oh my gosh, my hair, it used to be literal straw, like hay. It was so bad. You've had a fist fight at least once in your life. I've never had a fist fight except for my sister. We used to be very physical and very like mean to each other when we were growing up, but I've never been in a fight in my entire life. I think I would probably just start crying, to be honest. You've got your shit together. I would say in the last 6 months, I've got my shit together. I cannot tell you guys how how drastic my life has changed, and I always tell you guys it's because of you, and I'm so grateful for you guys. But literally 6 months ago, you couldn't have told me that I would be living the life that I am now, which is still a pretty simple life. Of course, like, I have been able to move into a beautiful house, but at the same time, I go to the gym, I come home, I do what makes me happy, I like create content, hang out with my boyfriend and my dog. It's a pretty simple life, and I spend time with my family. I told you guys on live a little bit ago, actually in 2018, we lost JJ's mom in November, and that was the hardest time of our entire life. It was crazy. It was a lot going on, and it was definitely a depressive time, and that was a time in our lives when JJ and I had nothing at all, which a lot of you guys that have been following me since then probably didn't know that, because I didn't share that stuff on social media. I didn't want to bring other people down. But that Christmas, actually, that's why I'm so adamant about making sure this Christmas is the best Christmas that we've ever had, that we're able to celebrate these holidays. Like, this was the best Thanksgiving that we've ever had, because we had the opportunity to have people over to our house and to host them and to really like make it a family event. Even though these people aren't family to us, they are just so close to us, and we care so much about our friends that we wanted them to be here to experience a really lovely Thanksgiving. But in 2018, that Christmas, JJ and I had $13 between the both of us, and it's crazy to look back at now, but I'm just telling you guys, like, so much can change in your life. Just do what you're passionate about and just dream bigger, because the bigger your dream, those things can happen for you. On Christmas Day, there was literally nothing open, of course, as there never is on Christmas, but I told JJ to go to the Chinese buffet, which was like the only restaurant that was open on Christmas Day, so he could have a nice little Christmas meal. But for me, I wanted him to have that because, I mean, he's a bigger boy. What is he gonna eat on Christmas? We are already so upset and down. We had just come back from the funeral, and it was just such a sad, sad time. And you know, you just try to stay positive through all of that, and it took so long for JJ especially to get out of that rut. And for me, I think about it all the time. Losing somebody that we love, especially a parent, is so difficult. I was scraping the couch for change, like physically pulling up couch cushions, trying to find change or anything, because in our pantry, all we had was peanut butter that was actually good to eat. And I went to the Walgreens, which was closing early that day, and I got this stale bag of bread, and I made a peanut butter sandwich on Christmas in 2018, and that's what I ate because I don't like jelly. But I had a peanut butter sandwich on Christmas in 2018, so it's like now I feel like I have my shit together, but just thinking about how far we've come and how much has changed, it's like amazing how when you do something that you love, so much can come from it. But just know, like, I was eating a peanut butter sandwich, it'll be 3 years ago now on Christmas, and this Christmas we get to have like the best one of our entire life, and we get to celebrate together and really enjoy it together and celebrate the lives of people that we lost because we feel them with us here. So, yes, I feel like I should have my shit together a little bit now, but I'm still like a struggling college student. Like, don't let all of this seem too perfect for you guys to believe, but just know that you can really make it out of any circumstance that you are given. These were some great assumptions. I feel like it was like a lot of things that you guys did know about me, but at the same time, a lot of you guys probably were out of the loop, so I'm glad that I was able to share some more about me with you guys. But thank you for sending in your assumptions. I'll probably have to do a part 2 to this or something like that, but let me know what surprised you. Let me know what you guys found interesting, and tell me something about yourself in the comments. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know that you did. Let me know what else you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at Libby Christensen, and I will talk to you guys later.